Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm bringing you this cryptocurrency video. Bitcoin is falling here exactly as we have been predicting ever since we broke this support. The question is, of course, are we going to go all the way down here? And I want to talk about some crazy things here that I found in the chart. So let's dive right into it here. First of all, Bitcoin just right now bounced off of this level that I was talking about in yesterday's video, the $30,000 level. I showed you yesterday that this is a point to pay attention. We might see a bounce from this level. And right now we have seen a small bounce so far. We have previous support in two different areas here. That's why this is an important level to watch. And once again, a big congratulations to everyone who jumped in on this short position with me here. Now, I want to talk a little bit about why I am taking some profits here. I'm going to show you exactly why. But before I do that, I want to show you this chart. This is also the Bitcoin chart, but on the monthly time frame. And just look at this huge wick all the way up to 41,800, the all-time high here. And I mean, this monthly candle is just looking extremely bearish when you look at it like this, because we saw the bulls push all the way up here, but now the bears have pushed us way back down again. And you guys know the deal. When we see these big wicks here, as you can see, we usually see a big correction. And this is what I'm basically seeing here. We're seeing a very, very clear signal that Bitcoin has topped out, in my opinion, and that we are going to see some type of a correction. Could even indicate a bear market, in the short term, or in the medium term actually. And I know that I will get some dislikes because of this, because people just don't like hearing this, but I'm staying objective, guys. You know that I believe in Bitcoin 100% long term. I know that Bitcoin is going to hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. But if we see signals that Bitcoin might potentially get some kind of a bear market, you know, because we've seen that before. This was a bear market. Here was a short bear market. Here was a long bear market. And here was a long bear market. We saw a small bear market here as well. We could see something like this or like this, a smaller bear market, not a multi-year bear market. I don't think so, but like a small multiple months of bear market is very, very likely, even in my opinion, based on the technicals that I am seeing. And that's just the thing, like when you see a big wick to the upside on the candlestick like this, usually this is a very, very clear sign that this was overbought, and yeah, we basically we topped out. But let's take a look at this chart. I'm going to show you 3 signs why I just now took 50% off of my short. So I basically took profits, 50% profits here. Why? Well, first of all, you can see that these lines here make sense. It looks like we might be forming a descending triangle, and this level down here that I pointed out yesterday, this $30,000 level, is very, very clear previous support. I think it's very obvious here, right? 2 points, even 3 points of contact there, one clear point of contact right there. And look at this, we got a bounce here. But it's not only about the bounce, because of course we always see a bounce on these levels. And yesterday I even told you guys that we might see a bounce here, but I think we're probably just gonna roll over. Now this is still possible, but look at the volume. I think the volume is very, very key here. And this wick, this 4-hour candle here, got a massive amount of volume coming in, and usually this is a good sign when you bounce into support and you get volume like this, just like we saw here. We saw massive volume coming in at the bounce, and you can see that this gave us a big bounce to the upside, right? So right now, as I'm recording this, I think that we are seeing the bulls stepping in at these levels. I'm not saying that we're gonna see this scenario play out. That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying that very, very possible we might see a bounce here. Whether this bounce is going to go up and retest the resistance here, or if it's just going to be like this remains to be seen. But it looks, in my opinion, like we are getting a bounce here, and this is one of the reasons why I took profits here. So this horizontal support is one of the reasons, and then the volume is the second reason, because it basically confirms essentially that this is a nice support level. And there is actually one other small little bullish sign in the immediate short term. If we go into the 1-hour time frame, we can see that Bitcoin did print a small little bullish divergence here, And you could argue that it already kind of played out a little bit here, but I would say that this is a short-term sign that we maybe saw a local bottom here. Like I said, I mean, we're probably going to roll over at some point, I think, but in the immediate short term, it looks like the bears are slightly exhausted, in my opinion. I do want to point out, however, that as long as Bitcoin is below this level, I remain bearish on Bitcoin. 35,000 is simply too big of a key resistance and support. Look at this. We've seen so much key resistance support. This level is very, very important. And if we do see a bounce up, we might just get rejected here and roll over. We are still getting, I mean, we have lower highs. These are lower highs, and these are now lower lows, right? We're getting a lower low on the big time frame. So Bitcoin is definitely starting to look bearish here, just like I've been saying for the past couple of days here. Congratulations to everyone who shorted based on my signal here. You guys are making fantastic gains. But let me show you the third reason why I took profits here. So let's bring out the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame. Look at this, a beautiful, beautiful bounce exactly on the bottom of this ribbon, exactly, perfectly here. So 28,700 approximately, and you guys know the deal. Whenever we bounce, I mean, usually we bounce off of these levels, right? And this is basically just a short-term bullish signal showing us that the bulls are stepping in. The EMA exponential ribbon came in here and just saved us in the short term. And essentially, these bounces on the ribbon usually indicate a short-term bounce. So, all right, so those are the three reasons as to why I took 50% off of this short. So if you want to do the same, I mean, now we're already in massive profits, huge profits actually. And if we get a bounce, then that's fine. And if we continue lower, we still have our short open. 50% of it, we can still make money if we do reach our targets down here at $23,000, because that is our short target, or the ultimate target basically.